Update: am I the butthole for not wanting to give any money to my pregnant ex? You can read my original. Hasn't been that long, but thought I should update since many of you wanted to know. Following what a few here suggested, I tried talking to my ex again about getting the prenatal paternity test done right now since she kept pressing me about giving her money. I said if her situation is that bad, then let's have this test done already, so if the baby is mine I can start helping now. Because if we waited until after birth, she was going to have to wait for my support until the results came in. Plus, if she still refused a paternity test, then it would be more waiting around to get a court-ordered test. Meaning no help from me at all for a while, even after the baby is already here. So yeah, she agreed to it in the end. He's not mine. I just got the results day before yesterday. My ex didn't really have much to say. She only texted, "Fine, then I won't bother you anymore." I told her I was sorry and wished her luck. Also told her about what you guys commented about Facebook posts selling or giving away used baby stuff, plus the WIC program that could help her out since she's low income. But she didn't respond after that and haven't heard from her since, so I don't know if she'll look into those. Not going to lie, I'm a little disappointed. I know I was having my doubts about this baby being mine and was keeping my distance. But like I said, I was mentally and physically preparing in case he was, so that I could be there as a father. Still feel that loss, but at least now I know for sure. I appreciate everyone who commented and thanks for the info and advice. Web link. I'm sorry to hear about your disappointment, but you did everything you could to help, to a reasonable extent, by providing resources for her to look into. I wouldn't hold my breath on the actual father ever stepping up. So sad all around. I'm rabidly pro-choice, but in situations like this, I cannot fathom why one would choose to have the kid and raise them. That's the thing about being pro-choice though, you just have to respect their decision and hope that she'll find the resources to take care of the kid she chose to have. Funny we should respect their decision to have a child they can't take care for, but if somebody got a dog without the money to pay for food or basic necessities, people would be crapping on them. I make $40K/year. I'm going to get a Ferrari. Everyone, oh no, that's a horrible idea. You switch out Ferrari for kid, everyone's tone changes. Dude, Ferraris are awesome. Screaming babies, not so much. Ferraris are more high maintenance than babies. And little dings on babies heal by themselves. But they don't usually give you drugs when you get a Ferrari. Those come later. Nope, you get a Ferrari, and then people give you them for free. You can't kill a Ferrari by leaving it in the garage for the weekend. You can always sell or trade in a Ferrari, though. They tend to frown on doing that to children. Lol, what was your maintenance bill last year on your Ferrari? Just have a baby that doesn't scream forehead. Just because you're pro-choice doesn't mean you can't think someone made the wrong choice. As long as you don't harass or tell them that, etc., you know, as long as you're not a dick about it. She thought she could have fun with the reckless bad boy, baby daddy, while being supported by the caring and supportive good guy, Op. If original poster had started support, she probably would have taken him to court for everything he owns despite not being the father, and the courts would have helped her. Edit. Thanks for the award, stranger. I wouldn't hold my breath on the actual father ever stepping up. Why would you assume this? It doesn't matter though. Once X determines whom the actual father is, she can file for CS. That debt will follow the father to his grave. Actually beyond. When he dies, if he hadn't paid it in full yet, she has a claim against his estate. The government only gets involved if the custodial parent files for some kind of welfare/WIC/SNAP/Medicaid. They don't care about the custodial parents getting the money owed them, but they sure as hell care about getting their own welfare money back. Web link. I know Reddit loves the poor men being forced to pay child support narrative, but it's nonsense. I'm sorry to hear about your disappointment too, original poster. One thing crossed my mind. Could her reluctance to do the test mean she's telling more guys they are the father? If you read the original post, they were only together 6 months in an open relationship and they were both sleeping around. It's more likely she picked the safest bet and doesn't actually know who it is. Am I the only one grossed out by the apparent lack of condom use? My thoughts exactly. Pregnancy is one of the least bad things you can get from unprotected sex with multiple partners. If I were up, I'd get tested for STDs as well. Also, birth control may reduce the risk of pregnancy, but it does not protect against STDs. So it's important to make sure you get tested regularly and take measures to protect yourself. Unless it was specified in a comment somewhere, I don't think birth control in any direction was specified, though I don't necessarily think it matters since birth control fails, and it obviously did if they had any. I read the post. If the guys don't know each other, what's to stop her from hitting them all up? Nothing, but what's stopping women from doing that ever? It's just significantly more likely she doesn't know who the real dad is, and instead of inviting 10 people to Maury, she probably just told her best/most stable bet that she was around the longest at the time. She said one is broke and the other she can't contact. I am guessing one was a one-night stand and she doesn't have his number. The other she probably could contact, but he has no financial support to offer her, so she likely doesn't have a strong motivation to do so. Pick the one with the most resources that could help her. Unfortunately, pick the one that insisted that she prove the baby was his. Original poster could have simply folded and gave her money but stayed the sensible road. She made the decision to keep the kid, not original poster problem that it isn't his. It's hers. Other poor single mother in the making by poor life choices. I feel like original poster dodged a bullet, since from the original post it seems like she only reached out to him because he was the only one financially stable. Even if it ended up being yours, she didn't know that, she just wanted the support. I do feel bad for her, but I would have felt worse for you if you were legally mandated to pay child support of a baby that's not yours. Feel bad for the child, born into poverty, fatherless home, manipulative mother. Good luck to everyone involved. Poverty is bearable if you have a support system. I would not want to raise my child under the circumstances I was born into, but because my mom was mentally healthy, physically able to work, spent quality time with me, and kept a stable home environment, I thrived. And when she needed childcare, I was lucky that there was family and family friends to help out. Op needs to get an STI test. Pregnancy isn't the only thing you can catch from having unprotected sex with several people. Honestly, this is why women should just get the test. She could have saved you, Op, from getting emotionally attached to the baby. TBH, I don't talk about this much, but the flip side of the coin is that 40 years ago I had a baby and wasn't 100 sure if my boyfriend was the father because we had both been with others. In my case, I don't remember being offered a prenatal test. But the bottom line was my boyfriend refused to be in the delivery room because he wasn't sure. And it was a big regret for him down the road. Op, I wish you the best. You seem like a good person. Edit, damn, old person thought they were replying to original poster. Thanks for the update. I was curious about how this situation was going to turn out. Since you knew she was seeing other guys, you did the smartest thing you could have done, establish paternity as the first step. It's understandable that you may be left with a feeling of loss. For a period of time, there was the potential that you brought another human into the world. That potential is now gone. You seem like a good guy and have never been the eye in this situation. Not the butthole. Original poster replies. Yeah, exactly. Hard not to feel some sort of attachment at the possibility of having a kid. I know it's not the same as actually losing a kid, he was never mine to begin with, but I guess there's still that emptiness and sadness. I know I'll get over it in time. The news is still fresh and all. Just a suggestion, could y'all throw her a baby shower? Especially the friends who told you off for not helping her, what are they doing now? Funny how people clam up when they could indeed help. Original poster replies. Maybe yeah. Probably won't be able to actually meet with COVID, plus she's due soon. Their issue was they were all just as broke as her, but don't see why pitching in on a gift would be a problem for them. Drive-by and Zoom baby showers are real things. A drive-by baby shower made me picture a group of gangbangers just chucking baby clothes and pacifiers at a random pregnant woman. Okay, honestly, this is hilarious, and the thought of some people just aggressively pelting pregnant women with baby items is so bizarre that it's funny. That might become a mod for GTA. Grand Theft Auto Obstetrics? With those t-shirt launchers they use in stadiums. Here's some onesies, yo. Floomp. T-shirt cannon only modified to fire diapers, wipes, bottles, and onesies. From what I know about the price of diapers, those women would feel blessed as hell. Crap, yeah. When my son was 6 months, my husband was fired. It was partly his fault. He wasn't taking care of his ADHD and was late too many times, but he didn't do the thing they actually fired him for. We struggled because my income was never really enough for both of a house, a kid, and us. My mother-in-law helped by buying diapers for us for about a year, and my God, that was a blessing in itself. East Side for life. Receipt in the bag. T-shirt launcher FTW. A million years ago when I had my twins, the 90s, I was put on bed rest and my friends who all lived in another state threw me a baby shower by phone. I had no idea and got tons of flowers delivered, and packages had been arriving all week and my husband was in on it and hiding them. They called and did a 3-way call, a bunch of them were at each other's houses and I was moved to tears. I was feeling so alone and it was quite a boost. Aw, that was super sweet of your friends and husband to arrange that for you. The 90s were only 500,000 years ago. Geez. Please keep your distance from her. She will latch onto you, which is not a good thing. The throwing a shower is something baby mama would write. You dodged a bullet, so stay unshot. I have to agree with this. If a friend wants to raise funds for her, sure, throw something in anonymously, but don't blur the lines. I agree with this. The moment he does that, she going to keep milking him for all he has. And use condoms for casual sex and open relationships from here on out. Unless you are still somehow good friends with this person, I would not be involved with any shower, except maybe passing the idea you're mutual friends. The way she wanted to postpone the paternity test until after the birth but was still asking you for things is kind of sketchy. Yep. Because she might take that as a sign or a green light that she can ask for more from you. The things you do for her after this may show her that you are emotionally attached to the baby, which can be manipulated. Of course, original poster can do whatever you want. She may not be manipulative about it in the future, who knows? Just be aware of the possible impact. That's all. Yup. And for the COVID situation, it could be virtual and people could order standard needed things like diapers and wipes on Amazon. I don't know how broke y'all are, but pitching in for a newborn car seat/bucket isn't much usually. Beyond that? Wipes. Diapers. A variety of bottles. And basic baby clothes like onesies. Doesn't have to be a $2,000 running stroller or something. Don't forget thin blankets. They are amazing for cutting down mess sizes, and cheap enough that it doesn't hurt to throw it out when a diaper blowout happens. Get her baby Tylenol and some oral syringes, an infant thermometer, a nose Frida, and diaper rash cream. All things a new parent will very suddenly desperately need but may have trouble spontaneously running out to get. Believe me, original poster. People got me the big pricey stuff, but those oral syringes are worth their weight in gold. If you want to get something cute too, get her the book The Wonderful Things You Will Be. The kid I first read it to is 4 and I still tear up at the end. Lol, I buy the medicine sometimes just to get the syringes with the exact dosage markings. Yes. And for the COVID situation, it could be virtual and people could order standard needed things like diapers and wipes on Amazon. People do drive-by and virtual showers now, things that are absolutely suitable second-hand, cot/bassinet, you can buy a new mattress for them, clothes, literally 90% of my baby's clothes are second-hand from my sister. Buggy/pram, exercise and bouncer, dresser drawers, nursery decorations, baby baths. High chairs, things you should absolutely not buy second-hand, car seats. They have expiry dates and once they've been in a crash, they're useless. And buying second-hand, you can never be certain of the history of the car seat. Get her to put together a baby registry on Amazon and share the link online and on Reddit's, random actovkinness, etc. I'm sure people will help and they'll know the money is going to the baby, not like a cash handout where there's the chance it could be abused. I know you're not responsible for any of this, but if you do have it in you to show this person kindness, then that is always a great thing to do. Being pregnant is scary. Being pregnant during COVID is terrifying. Being single and pregnant during COVID with limited family help sounds like a situation I cannot even fathom the mental toll it must be taking. Good luck. Original poster edit. I'm on phone and just saw how effed up the formatting came out. Sorry. I found most people are incredibly generous when volunteering other people's time and money. I imagine her friends fit this mold. Just a suggestion, could y'all throw her a baby shower? Lamau effing what? She just tried to scam. Original poster out of 18 years of child support and you think she deserves a baby shower from him? She isn't a effing victim, she is a heartless fraudster. Yes, you will get over it in time. But don't minimize your grief. Loss is loss. And grief follows loss. Loss of a potential thing can be just as devastating as loss of a real thing. This situation sucks all the way around. You did the best you could with what you had, and you did just fine. Acceptance will come about in time, but you may always feel a pang when you think about it. Some events just leave a mark. Original poster replies. Thanks equals, very true. The situation lasted for months, so I don't expect to just get over it like that. I literally just had a baby girl yesterday and I just wanted to let you know that you were on top of things, and that in and of itself is very admirable, let alone that it might not have been your baby. It'll be okay, and when you finally do have kids, if you want them, if not, that's totally cool too, it'll just be indescribable. Wishing you all the best op. Original poster replies. Hey, congrats. Hope you two are doing all right. You must be so happy. It's always been on my mind that I might want kids someday. So this whole thing has at least reaffirmed that I would like to be a dad in the future. Good luck to you and your baby girl. And now you know this about yourself, so the situation isn't a total loss. Up, you're a good, honest bloke, and just by reading about your plight, I imagine any woman and subsequent kids you have would be lucky to have you. Thanks for being responsible and caring. Although this should be a given with any man in this situation, but often it's not. You seem thoughtful and caring, and just by preparing this much in a situation where you're not even 100% sure the kid is yours, you're going to be an amazing father someday, if that's what you decide to do, of course. Take some time for yourself to process this, but don't blame yourself for anything. You did everything right. You sound like you will make a good father one day. This is the exact reason she picked you. Here's a positive though, you now know beyond a doubt you do want kids. Some people never really know they do until it's too late and the chance or the right time in their life goes by. You now have a goal of a family. Chin up, man, at least you kind of known in your heart now what side of the fence you are probably on when the time and person is right. That moment of relief or regret is kind of special, it helps you understand yourself a little more. So much this, free you. Original poster. It sounds like you're going to be one hell of a father someday. When you're not with the psycho hose beast. Future Mrs. You is a lucky woman. Feel your feelings, maybe seek therapy from a male therapist if you decide on that step, and be well. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube and share them with your friends. We welcome your comments below. Press to start another of our videos.